Sarah Kaufman, 15-2, faces 5-2-1 Leslie Smith, this one in the bantamweight division. Kaufman coming off that submission loss to Ronda Rousey in August 2012 for the Strikeforce title, while Smith coming off a decision win over 3-3 Raquel Pennington on January 5th at Invicta 4. Kaufman has 10 of 15 wins by knockout, 5 decisions, while Smith also likes a knockout, 3 of 5 wins by knockout, 2 decisions, has lost twice, both by decision. Kaufman has lost twice, both by submission, one to Ronda Rousey and the other to Marloes Coenen in 2010. She has wins over Shayna Baszler, Miesha Tate, and Liz Carmouche, while Smith picked up a TKO win over Caitlin Young at Invicta 3. She is 2-0-1 in Invicta with a draw with Caitlin Young at Invicta 1. Since then, though, Smith has won 2 in a row. 30 years old from Pleasant Hill, California, trains out of the Cesar Gracie fight team. Sarah Kaufman, 3 years younger, 27 years old. This will be her Invicta debut. She went 6-2 in Strikeforce. Former Strikeforce women's bantamweight champion. Has been fighting as a pro since 2006 from Victoria, British Columbia, representing Zujek MMA and Team Greg Jackson. I'm going to go with our girl from Canada, Sarah Kaufman. How can we go against Sarah Kaufman in this fight? And it's not just because she's Canadian. It's not just because we love having her on the show. It's also because she's a badass. She knocks people out. And she's just got way more experience than Leslie Smith. And she's going to hand her a beating. This is the type of fight that Sarah Kaufman likes. Somebody that's going to stand in there and trade with her. And you don't want to trade with Sarah Kaufman. I don't think there's anybody, not one fighter at 135 pounds in the women's division that has the power that Sarah Kaufman has in her hands. And I think we could see a hell of a fight on Friday night. Sarah always brings it. And I think it'll be another knockout for Sarah Kaufman. Speaking of knockouts, I think we might see one in this next fight. Cristiane Cyborg Santos makes her return, 10-1 with 1 no contest, faces 6-2 Fiona Muxlow. Muxlow, an injury replacement to Ediane Gomez, which would have been a tougher fight for Cyborg. I think this is going to be another Cyborg beatdown, 8 of 10 wins by knockout, 2 decisions. Her last fight was in December of 2011. She beat down 12-3 Hiroko Yamanaka, but it was deemed a no contest after she tested positive for steroids. Cyborg has not lost since her first pro fight in May of 2005, where she was submitted by 1-1 Erika Paish. She has wins over Shayna Baszler, Gina Carano, and Marloes Coenen. Cyborg was on a 10-fight win streak prior to that last fight that was a no contest. She went 4-0-1 in Strikeforce, 2-0 in Elite XC, former Strikeforce featherweight champion, 27 years old from Curitiba, Brazil. Fiona Muxlow is 35 years old from Australia. She's been fighting since 2007. Was on a 3-fight win streak prior to her last fight, but she was submitted by Marloes Coenen in December at that Dream New Year's Eve card. She's got 3 of 6 wins by submission, 2 decisions, 1 knockout, but she's been submitted twice for 2 total losses. This will be her Invicta FC debut. Okay, Fiona Muxlow's never been knocked out. Does that mean it can't happen? Hell no. Cristiane Cyborg Santos knocks people out, and this fight will be no different. I like Cyborg in a major way. She is my lock of the night on Friday. Go with Cyborg, and you will go with victory. Let's get to the title fights. Vanessa Porto, 15-5, takes on 7-2 Barb Honchak. It is for the inaugural Invicta FC Flyweight Championship. 125-pound title on the line for the first time now in Invicta. Porto coming off a unanimous decision win over 21-3 Tara La Rosa in October at Invicta 3. Honchak coming off a decision win over 13-5 Aisling Daly, also at Invicta 3 in October. Honchak, 4 of 7 wins by decision, 2 submissions, 1 knockout. Porto, 10 of 15 wins by submission, 3 knockouts, 2 decisions. Porto has lost, though, 5 times, 2 knockouts, 2 decisions, 1 submission, while Honchak has lost twice, both by decision, one to Kat Zingano, and another to 11-5 Angela Magana in September 2010. Honchak, though, is on a 6-fight win streak with wins over Roxanne Modafferi and Felice Herrig, while Porto has picked up wins over Jennifer Maya, Tanya Evinger, and Hitomi Akano. She's 1-1 in Invicta. 29 years old from Brazil, has been fighting since 2005. Honchak, 33 years old from St. Louis, Missouri, has been fighting since 2009. I'm going to go with the younger, yet more experienced Brazilian fighter, Vanessa Porto. I just think she has more experience. She's going to be a really tough fight. For Barb Honchak, I could see it go in the distance. I could see it ending in a knockout. I could see it ending in a submission. I could see Honchak winning as well. This is a really tough fight to call. But I'm going to go with Vanessa Porto. Because of the experience factor, I just think she'll edge it out. She's younger. She's been fighting longer. She has more fights. She's fought tougher competition. She fought Cyborg back in 2005 and went the distance with Cyborg. That should tell you enough. Cyborg was a former 145-pound champion, and Porto fighting for the 125-pound champion. And she went the distance with Cyborg 7 years ago. So Porto, very tough. I say she wins on Friday night. Finally, the main event, Jessica Penne, 10-1. Michelle Waterson, 10-3. Penne, coming off the title victory, a submission win over 8-2 Naho Sugiyama in October at Invicta 3. While Waterson coming off a split decision win over 8-6 Lacey Shuckman, also in October at Invicta 3 to earn this title shot. This will be Penne's first title defense. She's got 6 of 10 wins by submission, 2 knockouts, and 2 decisions. While Waterson has 6 of 10 wins by submission as well, with 2 knockouts and 2 decisions. Absolutely identical ways in which they win. Penne has just lost once, though, a decision to 12-2 Zoila Gurgel in Bellator in 2010 when she was fighting at 115, but 105 seems to be her weight. 3-0 since dropping to atomweight, 2-0 in Invicta, riding a 3-fight win streak. Jessica Penne, 30 years old, from Newport Beach, California. She trains with Mark Munoz at the Rain Training Center. She's been fighting as a pro since 2006, a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Michelle Waterson has lost 3 times in her career, 1 knockout, 1 submission, and 1 decision. She's on a 4-fight win streak, though. 27 years old, has been fighting since 2007. Originally from Colorado Springs, Colorado. With excellent karate and Muay Thai style, she trains with Team Greg Jackson and Mike Winklejohn out in Albuquerque, New Mexico. This will be a fantastic fight. 2 women that are at the top of their game at 105 pounds. Penne just seems on another level right now. Everything you see from Penne seems like she's not to be touched at 105 pounds. Will Michelle Waterson be that match for Jessica Penne? I don't know. I love these 2 title fights because I have no idea where to go. I'm going to go with the champ, though, Jessica Penne, to defend. She just seems like she's maybe a little bit more athletic and just a little bit tougher and a little bit more experienced. And she's lost less. She's never been finished. Waterson has been finished twice in her career. But I could see Waterson winning. I mean, she's coming out of a great camp. This is going to be a great fight. Invicta FC 5. Spend the $10. Go watch some great fights on Friday night and then join us. We'll recap them. We'll watch them in studio and a lot more.